The Let's Be Buds show is for adults 21 plus only. Content is for education and entertainment. We don't sell or promote cannabis. Please follow your local laws and consume responsibly. Opinions are our own. Keep all products away from children and pets.
Are you ready?
Hey, cheers, everybody. Welcome to the show. Joined, as always, by my co-hostess with the mostest, Miranda, our switch maker over there, Dave, and of course, our biologist wannabe, Josh. Great to see everybody. We've got a great one for you tonight. Bingus is going to be joining us very shortly. What else do I have to announce? Our herbal remedy of the week is help me with that one.
Yarrow.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. And of course the show's brought to you by our good friends over at Lost Coast Plant Therapy. Get in on the early bird draw. Just get here on time and say hi, and that qualifies you for a 32-ounce bottle of Lost Coast Plant Therapy and some really cool merch. So,
We have a fantastic guest. I'm so looking forward to it. We have Bingus, who is a breeder, an author, and just an all-around awesome person. So we are excited to have Bingus on tonight.
For sure. Congrats on the winner. For you will be entered into the draw in the first Wednesday of the month. So good luck with that. And
that's next week, right?
Say again?
That's next week, right?
Oh my goodness, already? Yep, you're right. So, well, on with the show, I guess.
Yeah, let's introduce Bingus.
Right on.
Yeah. Wow. Did you write that, Dave?
No, I did not write that, sir.
Wow.
I liked it.
Very impressive. Welcome to the show, Bingus. So good to see you. Thanks for taking the time to join us and sharing your journey. Bingus, before we get started, for the benefit of those that don't know, you experienced some serious back issues and chose the route of stem cell research. I wondered if you could just share that little bit of that experience and how you're feeling now.
Gladly. Again, thank you for such a great introduction. Never seen anything like that. Is that E-Bud, little E-Bud doing that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hats off to you, brother. And Josh, good to see you. Miranda, Rick, thanks again for having me on. Stem cells, yes. Looked into it for many years. Broke my neck actually playing football when I was in high school. Bothered me for years. 3 separate neck surgeries, 2 fusions in my neck. And when they do a fusion, of course, it makes it good for a while, but then the disc below it wears out. And it's been 3 years ago, actually June, this month, that I did some research into stem cells. I found a place called BioAccelerator down in Medellin, Colombia, South America. And I started a dialogue, got interviewed, was determined, we can assist. Flew down there, spent a week in Colombia. And not only did I get my neck done, but I got my whole back, my lower tailbone, several areas. I basically blew all my savings. All right. To circumvent the health industry that we have here in America, which doesn't really work very well, especially with my neck. It's like putting a Band-Aid on it. 2-3 years later, boom, it blows out, and it's even worse. So now 3 years later, has it worn off a little bit? Yeah, it has. Am I anywhere close to where I was? Not even close to where I was. Now I'm currently saving my. Not sure how long I'll be here on planet Earth, but if it does go out, whatever savings I got, I'm headed back stem cell because it makes life worth living. Changed my whole outlook, whole mindset. Just it was beneficial. That's when the book finally got written. Pain was gone, and it's. Thank you, sweetheart.
Speaking of which, I can just imagine living with the pain, living with that pain. It's amongst other things, it's just one big distraction and pretty hard to focus on anything else when you're going through that.
Cannabis, of course, helps tremendously. And I got, it was an injury that happened to me early on, so. Smoking cannabis since I was 17 in 1972. And the injury happened a year prior to that. So it's helped me the whole way.
Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Sarah.
I was just going to say, so you said that you can start to feel it, coming back a little bit now, but is it better than when you had the operation and it started coming back? Like, what's the difference there?
Well, what's happening is the disc actually it slowly, they get it to grow back, gives you that space in between the vertebrae, which means no pain, and then it slowly degenerates.
Oh,
back.
okay.
So, is it happening quickly? No, really. Is it happening? Yeah, it's just a fact of life. It's not going to maintain. Number one, the vertebrae above are fused, so it creates an unnatural tilting.
Right.
So if I would have started with stem cells, then the surgeries never would have occurred, and it would probably be a much better situation. But the technology back then was like 1972. So no.
Sure, for sure.
But,
well, we are glad you did it and you feel better.
Yeah, it helps a lot. Along with smoking weed, I smoke weed all day long. Thankfully, I have that opportunity. I grow. My garden's a lot smaller.
Yeah.
Cannabis industry's kind of shrunk as far as people wanting to purchase cannabis. It's so easy to grow now here at home.
Yeah.
Plus, the market is pretty much flooded. So it's if you can maintain your own personal stash, I think that you're doing pretty good. And keeping the dispensary, I haven't been there for so long, not sure, but I've had good reports that there's plenty of really good stuff in there for decent prices. It's the more weed, the better, in my opinion.
So you've got around to writing that book, and tell us a little bit about your inspiration for the book, Bingus.
Well, cannabis, I was not a fan. I was totally brainwashed. My dad was born in 1907, so I had a very strict upbringing, and we had to work, and the family, everybody contributed. So when I was 12, I think I lied and said I was older, got a job at the car wash. There's a guy there that was in the hut you'd go to for a break. And he was rolling up this weed, this seedy, ugly shit, dude. I mean, it looked terrible. I mean, I look back, I think, dude, that was barely weed, mostly seeds. And he was smoking it, and I was really frowning at him, and he got in my face. He said, man, try this. I said, yeah, my face, we almost had an argument. But that really reinforced my negative attitude towards it. It wasn't until I was in high school running track with a guy that would hide behind the baseball dugout by the track and smoke a joint before every race, and he was a state champion. So I went with him one time. He actually forced me. No, we ain't leaving until you take a really big hit. I mean, I tried to pussy it a little bit. Okay, anyways, no. Took a huge hit, dropped to my knees, eyes got blotted, and I felt nirvana for the first time in my life. And ran the best race I've ever ran.
Nice.
It just, from then on, it was a daily, really, it's a daily event. Started buying cannabis and selling it. Yeah, I've been arrested. I've done all the negatives to really appreciate where things are at now.
Okay, so I'm going to ask a little bit more about what inspired you to write the book.
Did I get off on a tangent?
Cannabis. Well, no, it's a good story. It's a good story.
Okay, so it's funny. I actually watched a couple episodes ago where there was a little ruckus in your neighborhood, and it just really brought it all back to the original purpose, Rick. Everybody thinks they know. Everybody thinks they're an educator. Everybody really doesn't know shit. This is just my opinion. The plant is the one that has the knowledge. The plant is what's activating the endocannabinoid receptors in your body to balance out your thinking. And if you go down that rabbit hole, the plant has been a companion plant for humanity since the beginning of humans. And it makes sense in that we live in this social system that really requires separation, this duality. It's the one thing, at least for me, that takes that separation and brings it back together into a balanced humanity. To me, humans are misunderstood for the most part because we misunderstand our own nature. If you watch a video, let's say of a flood, and you got people coming out of their houses filling sandbags, people you don't know, right? But humanity comes together in a unified effort. That's who humanity is. So having a plant that exemplifies that, and then having it demonized for that. Right? Oh, hey, we don't want these guys getting teamed up too often. I mean, there's a hell of a lot more of them than there are of us, whoever us may be.
They may start thinking for themselves.
None of that.
Yeah, I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm pretty stoned. But yeah, it's so the plant is to me the teacher. I'm not an educator. I'm a grower. I respect the plant. I respect anybody that's willing to attempt to grow the plant. All right? And put yourself in the plant's shoes as most possibly as you can. Anybody that's growing that's in the chat room, and you guys, chat room, good to see you, by the way. Thank you. Got you. Rick and I and everybody's be talking to ourselves here, so appreciate you. But the plant is the one thing that activates the endocannabinoid receptors, keeps us in balance. It creates the creativity that is required in each and every given situation. Look at Josh, my God. They're perfect example, right? Look what he has moved his energy into, something unique, creative, whatever. Now, what somebody's going to try to educate you on that? I don't think so. You see, it's a feeling that comes from within and is expressed throughout what? The plant. And those that enjoy the aspects of the plant. So I don't know if that made any sense, but again,
Yeah.
really high.
Yeah, for sure. So could you define cannabis sovereignty for me? You use that in the title of your book.
Sovereignty is a sentient being. Okay. Cannabis, in and of itself, is a sentient being. It's a companion plant, energy being for humans. So it's sovereign. So there's no, I'm in control of you, or I'm going to go tell mom. No, it's the beginning of its own essence. And what is the purpose? Balance. Primarily. Why? It activates the endocannabinoid receptors in the human instrument. I mean, what a better thing to have happen when you're stuck in a duality in a system that is designed to keep you in separation.
Yeah.
Just give me a fucking joint, please.
Yeah. Good point.
Well said.
So you talk about a lot in the book about the whispers of the plant. Like, it doesn't shout, it whispers. What would people be watching for when they're growing?
Good one.
What are the whispers that the plant tells us?
Well, if you grow, and most of you do or are thinking about it, there's going to be a day, a moment, an hour, whatever. You're going to stand in front of your garden and you're going to slip into this gaze. And what's actually happening is you're becoming a multidimensional being. You're slipping out of the third dimension into more of a fourth, fifth dimensional understanding. And that's when, again, this is just my opinion, that's when one wants to start really listening to what's being communicated between you and the plant, because 10 minutes will seem like 2 hours, or 2 hours could seem like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, time becomes distorted, and those are the deepest learning experience, at least for me. That I get to experience with the plants. I hope that might answer it a little bit.
Well
Very
said.
awesome. No,
Well
I
said.
agree with you on that because, like, I started growing again, but I was healing at the same time. And I didn't think I was ready to grow. I just didn't feel emotionally like I was ready to grow. And that first grow sucked. And I know it was because of the way I was feeling. And I was just kind of going through the motions. I wasn't actually putting the love into it, you know? So I definitely agree with you on that. That they do get the energy from you and how you're feeling. Yeah, it's awesome.
It tickles me a lot when I like to cruise around YouTube and listen to conversations. Guys are, man, I don't know what the fuck wrong with these damn plants, fucking son of a bitch, and I'm like, wow, go. What's wrong with your plant? So, I mean, if you're hitting it, if you're coming at it in that energy, then that's the energy. That's going to give you basically the middle finger, and then accept all blame.
For sure.
It was the plant. It was a bad strain. Who made that strain? Oh, it's Bingus. Oh, that guy sucks.
So when was the exact moment in your own life that you realized the plant was teaching you?
Right from the beginning, really. I mean, my uncle was a horticulturist. He actually was the guy that back in the early 60s invented the first iris through breeding plants, the first pink iris, I should say, not the first iris.
Oh, cool.
So that was a thing. When I had some Hindu Kush seeds, I had a very high output double, 90-watt fluorescent lamp, which was badass back then. And I draped tinfoil around it. It was an 8-footer, and I had it in the spare bedroom. And I just left the light on. I had no idea what I was doing. They started showing buds, and I thought I'd fucked up. And I went and told my uncle, who was alive and was cannabis friendly, I guess you might say. And he explained to me about what a photoperiod is. That those are buds and drops them off when you get some, that kind of stuff. And I went back and I go, well, what the fuck? So my girlfriend was going in there. She had OCD. And every certain time, she'd go in, unplug the light, plug in the iron, do iron.
Oh,
no. And so it became dark inside the little enclosure. And it gave them a photo. So the trial and error, I guess, is how I learned.
That's the best way.
I love it. That's awesome.
That's a true story. It's like an idiot basically trying to grow weed. It's fun.
So have you got any breeding projects in the works right now, Bingus?
No, right now I just finished up a few, did a small increase, and pretty much if people have interest in Bingus genetics, check with Cavs Snake Oil. Cavs and I have kind of teamed up. He does open pollination with some of the new stuff that I get, and he is very generous with getting it out to those that have need to grow. So I can't say enough good things about the guy.
Me too. I can vouch for him as well. He's an awesome, awesome person to know. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So you talk about personal rituals. Do you have a ritual when you go into the grow room of how, you do things, or?
What the intention of the thought you will find me talking to the plants. More so just reiterating positive affirmational type stuff. I do it. You may consider it a little bit crazy, but I spend a lot of time here by myself. I spend a lot of time talking to myself.
Me too.
Reinforcing things. Little projects that I work on, like that word right there that I just said again. That letter between H and J. I try. Just try. Try not to say that. It's amazing how quickly we separate ourselves. Constantly separating ourselves. And the other word that this guy here tries not to use, belief. Try it. Doing my best. Right now I'm focusing on it, so I'm not saying, but I'm doing my best to make that a reality. Because belief is so keeps us in separation. Mm-hmm. Replace that word with understanding. Instead of it's my belief, it's my understanding. Right. That opens the door for discussion, for possible enlightenment. Yeah. But belief is probably one of the biggest separator in duality that one can imagine. So do that on a personal level, very hard.
Yeah.
Just saying, very difficult. So this guy here, he tries to do that. It's very hard. Really.
No, it would be, yeah, for sure.
So, Miranda. So, I'm 71 now. I don't know. I don't think it's weird. Rick, are you older than me?
I got a couple of years on you. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So things change. I mean, it's not, especially the market has changed a lot. So I'm stepping back. I read more. I write more. Do a lot more reflecting. Spend a lot more time with my cats.
Yeah.
I enjoy interviews. I appreciate it again, Rick. Thank you for inviting me. It wasn't always that way. But things change. And this guy here, he's just trying to keep up with the changes.
I feel that.
Yep, there's lots of changes. Well, yeah, there has been lots of changes, and I guess lots more coming. Do you have?
I do want to warn you when you're talking to yourself, because I talk to myself a lot as well, and I started doing it out in public without realizing it. And I was at the grocery store one day, and I'm literally talking to myself about what I'm gonna pick. And somebody was staring at me thinking I was crazy, and then I had to make a joke about me talking about myself. I'm just like, oh my God. But if you do it all the time, you're going to just naturally do it out in public, just so everybody knows.
Guilty. I've actually had people, there has been an experience occasionally where someone will actually answer.
No, I haven't had that yet.
Oh, shit. Well, thank you.
That's too funny.
And Bingus has very graciously offered to be our seed sponsor tonight. Tell us what some lucky winner is going to receive, Bingus.
To be honest, I'm not exactly sure.
But it will be good.
We'll put the lucky winner in touch with you, and you guys can figure it out.
Yes.
What are some of your? Tell us a little bit about some of the strains that you've developed in the past. Favorites.
The ones that are semi-available on my website, if you go to the genetics tab, you're going to find crosses with my male Spartacus, I call him. He's a double white cheese. And there's a specific terpene. I actually put it on my IG page. I can't remember what it is, but it has that gasoline smell. And I really have always sought after that smell. And Spartacus, very gassy, very fuely. And it makes the types of strains that work for me. Okay, and that particular terpene highlights relaxing, focus, certain things that are appealing. So, but this is something to consider when people are out there trying to find that one strain that medically helps. Is understanding what all the different terpenes are about. With the rescheduling, hopefully we will see more and more of this type of education occurring so that the plant can fully assist humanity as it most definitely should. So, yeah. Dude, forgive me, I go off on these tangents.
No, hey,
we love
right
it. We're here for it.
We're right beside you, my friend. Appreciate it.
But the best interviews are when I'm completely blitzed.
I bet, yeah.
Just saying, I'm pretty good right. Pretty so.
Excuse me. So, you do write about the relationship with cannabis as being a consumer and switching to being a student. For someone that isn't as old as we are and they only know the legal side of things, what would you suggest for them to, go back to being a student instead of whatever's going on now? Because I know here, the dispensaries are not allowed to even teach you about anything because it's recreational, it's not medicinal. So the government will not allow the bud tenders or anything like that to actually educate people. So what would you suggest for those consumers, how they would get educated as a student as opposed to a consumer?
Well, first of all, the cannabis community on YouTube.
Yeah.
There's plenty of information there. Just becoming a student.
And read Bingus's book.
Yeah. Should have mentioned that first. Yeah. Recognize the plant as a being that you're in a relationship with, for me, has given me the biggest advantage to learn from it. If you're on YouTube and you're going around, there's several people that have very good information. May not fit what you need. Guaranteed, though, if you're really looking, you're going to find that something. Oh, wow, I like those scissors. Where did you get those? Or that scope you're using? Or, wow, that's a fucking RS10. Are you kidding me? That thing's 10 feet. But, these are the things that we get to peek into. That, wow, okay, cannabis led Rick to this. Cannabis led Miranda to this. Josh to that. Lee Bud to this. Bingus to that. So there's two. This is why those that want to hold their nose up and look down and make a claim that there's an educated process here, and you need to let me finish what I'm saying and pay attention and take notes because I'm an educator. Really need to smoke more weed. And this is my opinion.
Yeah.
And if the bell rings true, let it ring, or put a sock in it. It's pretty simple. To be honest, this guy here, I'm pretty fed up with that type of shit. And I'm not afraid to say it here because I watched you go through it, which was extremely embarrassing. And it just, I'm sorry, but it's just unfortunate. And I'm not trying to point fingers with blame because there was injury on all aspects of it. It was a great, I watched it several times. See, I'm a student of humanity. And when there's something like that that is out there that I can rewind, watch every fucking detail of, the learning experience is extremely expanded. And the depth of the understanding towards humanity becomes even greater. And doing it without pointing finger of blame. Because we've all thought we were superior at some point. And don't ever fucking do that. You know, we've all been there. This isn't unique. This is a human trait. And there's reasons for it. And when one understands those reasons, then one understands the portrayal of that type. That's the beauty of humans. There's a lot of people that hate on me. That's okay. You know, do it to my face.
Yeah.
Please. It's like the guy goes like, hit my hand. Go ahead.
I posted something that was kind of cool, and it was about sunflowers and how when there's no sun, they look at each other and they get warmth from each other until the sun comes out. And I basically said, like, humans can learn a thing or two about that, because that's the way we are supposed to be, is working together. And like you said, there's a lot of people out there that try to separate us for their own reasons. But you're absolutely right. We are supposed to be working as a team.
It's understandable if one pulls back and looks at humanity as an overall species. 7 different strains, approximately, a lot of hybridization going on. Right? And if you dissect it down to the reasons why, it's the unwillingness to, want to separate. It's just not a natural thing. But society dictates it. This is the way it is.
Yeah.
Right? You're going to pay to live. This is step 1. Hey, toughen up. What, you're going to cry about it? And there's all these cliches that go with the separating aspect of humanity. It's like,
yeah.
But Dad, no. You know what I mean? It's like, there's so much that goes on to separate us. So why? For the expansion aspect of it. I mean, the snapback is, you can pull things as far this way as possible, and boom, it comes together. And what happens? Unity that is appreciated at a much higher level. Why? Because we've been denied it for generations. You see? So when you find unity, it's almost like, man, this is better than sex. I mean, it gets to be that way, to where that's all you want to seek is how can each moment be balanced?
Yeah.
Cannabis, for me, it's that balancing beam, that rod on the tightrope walk of life. It's like, oh, take a hit. Okay, yeah, there we go.
For sure.
True.
No, for
true.
sure.
Bingus, you talk a lot about the individual's relationship with the plant, and another way of expressing it is the love that you share with that plant. What's your feelings about how people in general, how their relationship is developed with the plant, and then if you were to look into a crystal ball, how things are looking in the future?
So it's difficult to say how others are evolving, hopefully towards a unified understanding of cannabis and humanity in general. Where are we headed as humans? This is just my opinion based on quite a lot of research. We're headed to a multi-planetary civilization. Before that can occur, Earth has to unify. Okay, what does that mean? Well, it means that there's going to be a lot of turmoil because a lot of people are going to say, well, then I have to give up my freedom. Right? Okay, what part of the freedom do you have to give up? Well, I don't want you living that way. Why? Because I've managed to steal more money than I want you to see. Oh, it's stolen? Oh, did I say that? No, see, I don't want you looking. Okay, so is that a unified approach? No. All right, it's a greedy, one-sided, very materialistic, capitalistic, take all the adjectives you want. It's not unity. One thing for me, and I'm not saying this is the way to go about it because it really is not, is when I have money, I spend it. I spend it. If I'm able to save up a bunch of stuff, I'm going to spend it on something big. Give it away, give it to my sons. And what that has taught me is I'm never without, ever. Something always occurs to keep me afloat some way, shape, or form. Now, there was a time in my life when I did a lot of underhandedness, greedy, thievery. I was actually a very good thief. I would sell pounds. I would go to a warehouse. There was a warehouse that I could go to because it was me. I could get in there and I could look at pallets of fucking weed from Canada. Yeah, that's right. And top dollar, fucking $2,800, $3,200 a pound. Right? So who are you helping but yourself there? What happened? I did a prison time. All right. Pretty much lost everything. So, except I know about greed. Used to be a poker player, dude. This is why, to be honest, I don't like to get in there and play poker because it reminds me of a lot of that shit. Because we used to play, my sons and I did it very well at a very high level. And what happens is the people you piss off that have money will fucking destroy you. They will destroy you because they have way more money than you. So the path to money for me and my two of us was totally, we're just worker bees now. We try not even to think that. And my son that I live with, he too, talk about a poker player. Just unbelievably talented. But what are you doing, especially at that level? Do you think the guy that you just took, say, $10,000, $20,000 from is going to smile because he means it? No, he wants to fucking blow your head off. So the negative aspect of that fulfilling need to have money, it's self-destructive. At least it was for me. You almost think.
And if you really think about it, like there's times in your life where you have a lot of money and there's times in your life where you don't have a lot of money. But for me personally, I've always had what I've needed, regardless of the amount of money I've had. So I feel you there. So in modern culture, people are always big on the high THC numbers. Like they're looking for this high THC, obviously because they're not educated properly. But what do you think the obsession is with that high THC level? Do you think that people just feel like they're going to get higher? Like, is that what it comes down to? Because we all know that's not true.
Well, education. Yeah.
Yeah.
Getting the plant completely legal would be really opening the door for melting a lot of those proponents that really are introduced by those that want to create a frenzy of purchasing of some sort. Okay, we got 30% THC. What? Is that even possible? I mean, it's like, okay. So what about the rest of it? Oh, well, yeah, it's got a little this, a little that, but not so much, really. Just THC. See, to me, the entourage aspect of the plan is what's more important, or is more satisfying. I don't know if it's more important. The high THC might be important to some. Well, guess what? Cannabis is going to comply. That's what you want to do? Okay, there you go. How's that working for you, buddy? No? Okay. Well, maybe you want to go back to the drawing board. Go ahead. Just keep growing this. That's why we're here. So it's just cannabis is the proponent, the teacher, the evaluator. Why? Because how'd that turn out for you? Well, take a look. I'm like, oh, shit, dude. Yeah. So, and with that has been more than one time in my experience. Just recently, several times, actually.
Your mic's cutting out a little bit there, Bingus.
Oh, how's that?
Sorry. Yeah, that's better.
So I'm relaxing and pulling back. Yeah. Yeah, the plants can get disturbed and then they won't perform properly, which happened to be recently. And I just throw them away because it's like, nah, fine. This isn't what it's supposed to be. Just keep doing it, keep growing, keep doing it.
So I personally find that I think our bodies know kind of what cannabis we need just by the scent of it.
Yes.
Like I'll find that I always kind of go for the same type of scents.
That's I have one post up on my IG page that talks about the terpenes. And
yeah.
The gas terpene has always, since I can remember, something like, oh, I want that. It's just like more so, I need that.
For sure.
So the plant's teaching us, but we're trying to take credit for it. Hey, buddy, and I'm the one stinking over here, not you.
Yeah, for sure. And have you have you noticed that has changed for you over time?
Nope.
No, it's always been the same. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, truly. That's why this one male I have consistently performs in that direction.
Right.
What's interesting is those that like that, which is a common, people like the gassy, the relaxing, calming. Right? It's perfect for that.
For sure.
So it can be popular. But then there's other people like popcorn, smell shit, or baked pepper. Dude, I've had.
Oh, I hate pepper.
Just terrible. Did it get me off? Yeah, but not really. Yeah. Was it a pleasant experience? No.
Yeah, I feel that. I grew one that was like, what was it? It was garlic cookies. And I love garlic, but it was so powerful. I gave it away. Like I couldn't even smoke it. I was like, I don't even want this.
That's funny.
But I do find I used to like a lot of the fruity, citrusy, and I don't so much anymore. I like the more gassy, dank type of ones now. And I find the fruity ones are actually a little harsher, in my opinion. Like if they're really fruity, I find I cough a lot.
It's kind of difficult. Well, when one is growing, if you're taking notes of identifiable things that are occurring, especially if you're growing in a rotation,
Yeah.
And then going back to those notes, the educational process, it can take 60 days, 90 days sometimes before you really understand what's really going on here.
Right.
And so I'm a big fan of that, but it's not for everybody. Some people's like, no, okay. A lot of people have good memories, okay. But dude, I go back in my logs and I run into strings. Oh fuck, I remember through that. You know, it's like once you grow it and you don't keep it or whatever, it's just like I'll get back to that. Never happens. It's always like forward. What else can I find? What else can I find? Well, and then you go back like seeds. Fuck. That's why I say I don't know. I'll go see what I have. You'll definitely get something good in the giveaway. All right.
For
What
sure.
it's going to be? Need to go check.
So I grew your platinum asset last year, and I absolutely loved it. Yeah, I loved the flavor. I loved the smoke alone. Just smoking it was really smooth and nice. I still have a little bit. I've been savoring it.
All right. That is it's a popular one. Personally, liked it a lot.
Yeah.
The platinum cake is very indica, bushy, heavy frost. And then
Okay.
the double white cheese is more of a sativa structure.
Right.
And man, the nuggets that you get off the combining of those two is very nice.
For sure.
Gotta grow. I need to get it going again.
It was actually one of my tallest plants.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Spartacus is a sativa-leaning Christmas tree.
Yeah.
That can hold very lots of weight on the branches.
Awesome.
That's why I keep them around.
For sure.
So I feel guilty up here just doing all the talking.
Don't feel guilty. That's why you're here, man.
We love listening to you. Do you have like 5 more hours or? No, we absolutely love listening to you. So is there any chance of another book coming out?
Well, probably.
Now I'm putting him on the spot.
I have material.
Yeah.
I have several books, actually. I have a book about a couple of creatures on the planet Venus. Just a lot of creative, stony things that I get drawn into. I love AI art. Some great work, by the way, Rick, Lee.
I'm on and off with AI. I love what AI can do. I'm getting pissed off when I see a video that I think is real and it's not. Like they're making them so good now that I'm questioning everything I see. And that is a little scary to me, to be honest. Not the questioning, but just questioning your own brain as to your reality of things. You know what I mean?
The program that I use is called Abysmal.
Abysmal?
Yeah, Abysmal.ai. Very good program. And I have a habit of writing a short story, taking a paragraph of the short story, and putting it into make this picture.
Yeah.
And fuck, it's just like, wow. And so then that picture becomes the headpiece for the story. So most of the time, sometimes it's the other way around. So just a new creative way to express. That's cool. I hear what you're saying about there are telltale signs. See, I did AI for a full year. I mean, every fucking day, every day. I have a Bingus 503 on DeviantArt.
Oh yeah, I have DeviantArt. Yeah.
So I sell those pictures there. I have like 3,000 pictures. And believe it or not, people fucking buy them, which to me,
That's
it just
awesome.
floors that people actually purchase. So, yeah, Bingus Blades, there you go. Wow.
Oh man, we got to put your link up for that. Maybe we can add it. Yeah, maybe we can add it later.
I go, who made that video? Oh, it's me. Yeah, that's the raspberry cross with double white cheese. Very nice. That's what I'm smoking. Very good stuff. Very good.
Yeah, it looks beautiful.
There's Tamuchi's garden. Guy by the name of Tamuchi. He did the platinum acid.
Very cool.
Bingus berry, very, very much a great one. The Bingus berry beans are 50% mutants, and the other 50% are like this.
Okay.
Amazing. So they're not quite as popular, but usually if a pack goes out, you end up getting 10 versus 6 or whatever, just because you might get a mutant.
What do you mean by mutant? Like
the sprout is mutated. It's all crinkly and weird.
Okay.
And attempts have been made to grow them out. Pointless, really. So
okay.
Always recommend just dump them.
Just get rid of them.
They're, I have done a back cross with it as well, which is much more stable. But it's just, again, calf snake oil.
Yes.
Stuff, because he has that's a good one too. Yeah.
And do you hand trim all of your stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Tried the trim machine. This doesn't do a good enough job for me.
No, for sure.
This is the papaya Oreos.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll let the temperature get a little too cool in my bud chamber, and we get a lot of anti-cyanin activation in the leaves, which is the purple.
Yeah. I love the look of the purple. That looks really beautiful.
This particular strain, when the anti-cyanin activation occurs, it actually lowers the THC level, I discovered. So
okay.
I try not to. Again, the reason I take notes.
No, that's good to know. Because I'll be honest, like any of the purple ones, like the actual purple ones that I've grown just naturally that have became purple, I did not find the strength was as much as some of the other ones I've grown. Obviously, there's different strains, so that makes a difference, but I still find it's a little lower.
On an average, that seems to be the case. There's evidence to back that.
Yeah, no, I believe it.
Well, as always, Bingus, the hour goes by so quickly. I'm really grateful for you dropping by. You're more than welcome to hang with us for a little longer. It's up to you, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and drop off, my friends. I do appreciate the opportunity to come up here and talk. Bingus.
We are so glad you came.
Before you go, okay, so Bingus's Instagram is in the chat or the show description, so please check him out there. And But let me just throw out one more question for you, because I do appreciate your insight or your outlook on life. So the question is, if cannabis could speak, what would cannabis be saying to humanity right now?
Find balance.
That's a good one.
Find balance. That's what cannabis is primary. That's the purpose. Endocannabinoid receptors prove this point. The fact that the human body has billions of endocannabinoid receptors, and that when you take a hit of cannabis, it goes into your bloodstream and activates those receptors. Why balance? Why balance? Why that? We live in a social system of separation in a duality. That's why. The whole thing where you got to pay to play.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Okay, well, appreciate your Bingus. Thanks so much for dropping by, my friend.
Cheers,
Thank you so much, Bingus.
Nice to meet you, Bingus.
Cheers, buddy.
Yes, appreciate you, Bingus, man.
Right. Take care, my friends. Appreciate you guys.
Oh, I love
that's
having
good.
Bingus on. That was great.
Good catching up with Bingus, that's for sure.
Yeah, I like the fact that there's going to be maybe another book, maybe.
Yeah, you know what? I wanted to say he should be writing a book on humanity after that, you know? Kind of.
Right.
Or philosophy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, he's got a good philosophy of life.
Yeah, he really does.
So Josh, looking forward to an update on what's going on in the garden there. I know you've been faced with a few challenges, but my goodness, I gotta respect your patience, and you're just okay. We're gonna figure this out.
Yeah, we're gonna figure it out. Well, I mean, we figured it out. I mean, it's only a certain amount of ways that water can be escaping. So, but I think we figured it out today. And we if you followed along, then you saw my live today, and we sucked everything on out and the creek basically, and then we ran water. So we ran water yesterday, all day long, all night long. Didn't get any. This is the day before, sorry, and I didn't get any water down the hole. I sucked a lot of the water out with shot back out of the trap hole. And, so we did a test, I think it was last night, where I filled the pond up and I filled the creek up, shut the pump off, and let it just sit overnight, see if, it would leak out. And when I came back, well, this is when I had the sand and silt in there too. So it was water in there last night. When I came back this morning, there was no water in the creek. But the sand and silt was, it had saturated, but I was like, where's the water going to? I was like, how in the world did they all just disappear overnight? And I looked down the trap hole and there's water down there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I was like, it must be a leak in the creek because there's no leak. There's plenty of water in the pond. Still, pond's full, but the creek is pretty much empty. So I just made the decision. I'm just going to order more pond shield, and I'm going to suck it on out where I saw it should be sitting because there are low points in the creek. So we just went ahead and resealed it today. And we also ran it today and noticed that the splash coming off of the waterfall was extreme. And then I noticed that there was a stream running down the edge of the creek wall where the splash just builds up on the side of the rock or on the top of the rock. And then once the stream starts, it just keeps going because the same splash pattern keeps happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did a couple of adjustments, put a couple of different rocks in different places, set a log across the pond or the creek, and that stopped a lot of the splash, almost all of it actually. So we raised the creek wall up as well too. So I put a couple rocks on, raising the creek side of the wall up to prevent some of that splash from coming off the side. And I think what we're looking at here is today. No, that's turtle. Yes, that's the creek on the other.
This was 3 days ago, man.
Yeah. So this is day like 33 coming off of the crash. And so it's been over a month now since we crashed that bed.
This
And,
is 2 days ago here.
yeah, the flower is almost ready. I mean, we came back strong. The bud looks fantastic. The flowers look fantastic. They plumped up nicely, more than what I thought they would, especially the big girl there. I mean, it plumped up nicely. It smells great. The terps in the room are insane. I mean, you can smell the terps down by the road here. I mean, it's crazy.
Nice.
Like the UPS man delivered this today, or was it yes? Anyway, he pulled up in here and he was just like, "You're almost getting ready to harvest." I said, "He's friends with me on Instagram too. He follows me." And he's like, "I see you getting ready." And he's like, "Yep, I can tell." That's what he said. I was like, "Yeah, you can tell. As soon as you pull in the driveway, it's like, wow."
Yeah.
It's like, you know what you're doing around here.
So generally speaking, then the recovery was pretty good, actually.
Yeah, you see right there, the algae's back, which
Yeah.
that's what we cooked up. You know, cyanobacteria. You know, it was that deep red in the Grandmasters. I killed off a lot of the cyanobacteria, but I'd lowered the white light. So the kind of the bluish white light that everything loves, everything's just so green when I run that. That's all I'm running right now. So I reduced that, and then I added in some far red and some deep red for the flowers. And when I did that, I know I did too much, and I cooked off basically all the cyanobacteria. All the algae disappeared. So when the algae disappeared, that's part of the filtration system. Once the filtration left and cyanobacteria stopped producing oxygen, I think they just turned everything outside of the creek and on the edges of the creek, the mud that couldn't breathe. And I crashed the system. So then all the grass turned low. The plants took anything that was basically the roots that were connected to the creek and were wicking creek water took an extreme. I mean, if you were following me, you noticed that you could see it in the flower. All the flowers were the leaves were crinkling up on the edges and getting rust, looking like rust spots all around the edges of the leaves. Basically, complete lockout. Newt lockout is what it was. And nothing was breathing. In layman's terms, nothing down there was breathing. So we had to basically do a water change. So we did a water change over 4 days. We added in some lactic acid bacteria, which is basically their cyanobacteria, some purple non-sulfur bacteria, and just thyme. And we changed the lights. We got rid of the red light, went back to the blue light. Everything dialed itself right back in within about 3 or 4 weeks. So right now we're just over 4 weeks in. So pond's crystal clear again. And yeah, the creek looks good. The plants recovered nicely. The grass is starting to recover. You're looking at the monstera there, or that's Digger's ass.
Yeah, it's insane. That's insane. Hey, what was up with Plinko the other day? It was like he had his nose just out of
Yeah, I've never seen him do. I mean, he's fine now. I mean, he's doing normal stuff today, but yesterday, I don't know. He was just that's where he wanted to be.
So, but it almost looked like he was like breathing.
Yeah, he had his nose out of the water.
Yeah. But normally he wouldn't be doing that, no?
I mean, everything else was looking good. The pond looked good. I mean, everything looks fine. I mean, even the little mollies, in there were just doing fine. Other than him just sticking him coming up and sitting on that log and putting his nose out of the water like he was sniffing for something.
Yeah, it was funny.
Oh yeah, it was weird. I never seen him do that.
So are the shrimps making a comeback?
I haven't seen too many shrimp. I know I've seen some in the pond. There's like 3 or 4 left in the pond. I think they all hightailed it out of the pond. I mean, out of the creek into the pond when we crashed it. I lost a lot of them, but we're gonna replenish. I think a few of the cherry shrimp. If they don't come back, we'll just go ahead and add a few there. I know I've seen them in the pond, and I know they can get from the pond to the creek. It's no problem.
Yeah.
For the shrimp. So that's a filtration. That's a filter pad that we're letting the worms and everything clean. So we have that in the creek. We take it out of the creek and just set it on the soil and let the worms and everything come up and turn everything into worm castings, and then everything underneath of that pad just thrives. I mean, everything comes up to that pad, so it kind of aerates everything underneath wherever we set the pad in. It gives food for all the critters and worms and everything.
Do you ever find like a bug roaming around the house outside of that room?
No, funny thing is, normally I used to find worms on the floor.
Okay.
And that would be a telltale sign that, something was wrong.
Right.
We were wicking too much water from the creek into the soil. And that was another reason why a lot of the problems happened. We were wicking wicking too much, and when we wick too much, a lot of the soil just gets saturated, and it doesn't get too saturated at a certain point, but it's higher than what I wanted. You know what I mean? Like it's not enough to like stop nutrient flow, as long as the creek is flowing. We're creating enough dissolved oxygen in the creek for the bacteria and all the roots that are in the creek, and everything that's connected, even outside of, if it's connected to the creek wall outside of the creek, if there's sand and silt right there on the edge, it is attached to it, and it's going to affect how the plant reacts and grows.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
So keeping it flowing at all times is important. Keeping it clean, like running my hand through the center of the creek, just releasing a lot of that stuff that's being bound up, pulling a lot of that algae out, throwing it in the soil, letting that algae grow back. Just maintaining and stewarding the creek is basically all I've got to do. And then keep the lights right. I mean, the lights, holy shit, guys, I can't tell you how much the lights affect everything. Like everything I can tell when I make subtle changes in the light. Now, I'm not even talking about spectrum. I'm just talking about increasing, like just turning it up and down, like going from 30 to 40.
Yeah.
I'm going to see big difference. I'm going to see changes. I'm going to see more algae growth. I'm going to see less algae growth. I'm going to see, the color of the water kind of changes a little bit, like a cleaner. It looks like almost a yellowish clean. You know what I mean? And that's the reflection off of the sidewalls, from the pond.
Yeah,
so
that's cool.
And then when I turn the lights down, it seems like everything does better with less light.
With less light, okay.
With less light. I know it sounds crazy, but everything in the room does better when I'm around the 450 to 550 range, and not around the 850 to 1200 range.
Right.
Everything just seems more calm. It's not being blasted. You know what I mean? It's just like me, it's like being out in the sun all day long, just getting blasted.
I was actually thinking about that as you were talking about that, because yours is like the world, but just in a smaller form.
Yeah.
You know what
So
I mean?
imagine going out. Imagine I'm a cyanobacteria, this little tiny microscopic thing, and I'm swimming around in my pond, and then all of a sudden somebody just goes from blue light, like, oh, nice blue light, oh, look at all the food, and then with a fucking laser beam, with a fucking blasting sun, just all day long on you. You're just sitting there going, and you're running and hiding, and you're basically dying. And I'm just sitting there going, ha ha.
Yeah, you don't realize what you're doing.
I'm not realizing what I'm doing. Those light waves are deadly to these little organisms. I mean, like the sun is to us. We stand out in the desert all day long and just sit there. We're going to die quick. All the water, everything's going to come out of us. We're going to sweat to death. We're going to dehydrate. We're going to burn up, and we're dead in days.
Yeah.
If that.
Yeah.
And then at the same time, I'm crashing the system because that's what was producing my oxygen, a lot of it. And then when they're not doing their job, it's just a chain reaction. Boom, 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 boom. The algae dies, the shrimp die.
Yeah.
Creek crashes. Everything's connected to the creek. Takes a hit. It's like, got to close up shop and just sit there and wait till conditions get better. So it's my job to make the conditions better. So we just what
you're doing is amazing. I just gotta say that.
We got lucky and have met enough people. I appreciate that. We've got lucky and met enough good, smart people, smarter than me, that point me in the right direction. They know enough about, the cyanobacteria and all these different things that are the ponds and the aquarium knowledge and the pond knowledge, and then having the microscopic knowledge, and me sending the soil off to these pros, and they're like, hey, you got too much water in here. And I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. Then I start digging around. I'm like, damn, I do have too much. I am wicking too much water. You know what I mean? So then it's just about disconnecting that sand and silt from the water. I mean, from the soil. And once I disconnect from the soil, all that soil can dry out and everything starts to go back into balance.
No, that's pretty awesome.
Let's maybe we can get you to grow some of this shit in your garden there, Josh.
Ooh.
Yeah, is that what is that?
Yarrow, right?
Yarrow, yeah.
That's our what do we call it? The herb of the week?
It is, I don't think we ever really came up with a title, but
I like
it. How big does that stuff get?
I'm not sure. Let's check it out.
Sounds good to me.
Hey there, friends. Welcome back to the Herbal Keys. Today, we're diving into the world of a plant that deserves a spot in every home and garden, Achillea millefolium, also known as yarrow. This unassuming herb is a powerhouse of benefits, from soothing ailments to attracting beneficial insects. Once you discover its secrets, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Are you ready to unlock the incredible potential of this ancient remedy? We've compiled the top 10 compelling reasons why yarrow needs to be a part of your life. Stick around, because some of these might just surprise you. And if you love exploring the natural world and discovering the power of herbs, make sure to hit that like button. Let's get started. Yarrow has incredible ability to promote external healing. This herb has been used for centuries to stop bleeding and to accelerate the repair of damaged tissue by applying a poultice of the leaves. For example, if you get a minor cut while gardening, you can crush some fresh yarrow leaves and apply them directly to the wound to help staunch the bleeding. Traditionally, Battlefield medics would even use yarrow poultices for more serious injuries. Yarrow is a fantastic dual-action herb, acting as both a wonderful digestive aid and possessing significant anti-inflammatory properties. Its bitter compounds help stimulate digestion while also soothing inflammation throughout the body. If you experience mild indigestion after a heavy meal, a small cup of yarrow tea can help to stimulate digestive enzymes and ease discomfort. Similarly, a gentle yarrow tea can also help ease the discomfort associated with mild digestive upset caused by inflammation, making it a soothing remedy for your gut. Yarrow's traditional use as a diaphoretic, meaning it can help induce sweating and break a fever. This makes it a helpful remedy during the early stages of a cold or flu. For instance, drinking warm yarrow tea at the onset of a fever can encourage perspiration, which helps the body cool down naturally. Historically, it's been a natural go-to herb for managing fevers. Yarrow has fantastic benefits for both your skin and hair health. Its soothing, astringent, and antiseptic qualities make it a valuable ally. If you have sensitive skin, a yarrow-infused toner can provide a calming effect. Some skincare products incorporate yarrow for its potential to reduce the appearance of minor blemishes and improve overall skin tone. And for your hair and scalp, you can create a yarrow rinse by steeping the leaves and flowers in water, then using it after shampooing to help reduce oiliness and soothe an itchy scalp, contributing to healthier, shinier hair by promoting good scalp circulation. Yarrow helps with a healthy glow from head to toe. Yarrow is a fantastic attractor of beneficial insects. Its flat-topped flower heads provide landing pads and nectar for pollinators like ladybugs and hoverflies, which prey on garden pests like aphids.
Sold. Please.
By planting yarrow in your vegetable garden, you'll naturally encourage these beneficial insects to take up residence, helping to control pest populations without the need for harsh chemicals. You might notice an increase in the biodiversity of your garden simply by adding yarrow. Yarrow offers some unique culinary applications, bringing a distinct herbal note to both food and beverages. For food, the young leaves of yarrow can be finely chopped and added sparingly to salads for a slightly bitter, peppery zest, or even incorporated into savory dishes like herb butter or omelets for an unexpected flavor. Beyond food, yarrow has a long history in beverages traditionally used to flavor beers, acting as a bittering agent before hops became widespread. It can also be steeped to create herbal teas, sometimes blended with other herbs, offering a mild, earthy infusion. Reason number 7 is yarrow's remarkable potential as a natural deterrent against mosquitoes and other biting insects like gnats. The plant contains compounds that these pesky insects find unpleasant. You can create a simple yet effective yarrow spray by steeping its leaves and flowers in water, then apply it to your skin or around outdoor seating areas to help keep mosquitoes, gnats, and even fleas at bay. It's a fantastic natural alternative for enjoying your garden evenings without constantly swatting. Back to the garden, our 8th reason is yarrow's ability to improve soil health. Its deep roots can help break up compacted soil and improve drainage. As a dynamic accumulator, yarrow can also draw certain minerals from deep in the soil and make them more accessible to other plants when its leaves decompose. This makes it a valuable addition to compost piles. Number 9 highlights yarrow's unique potential for natural dyeing and other household uses. This plant offers more than just medicinal and garden benefits. The flowers of yarrow, depending on the mordant used, can produce beautiful shades of yellow and green when used as a natural dye for fabrics and fibers. Imagine creating your own naturally colored textiles. Beyond dyeing, dried yarrow flowers can also be added to potpourri mixes for their subtle, herbaceous scent, bringing a touch of nature indoors. And finally, our 10th reason highlights yarrow's rich history. This ancient herb has been used for millennia, connecting us to a deep lineage of herbal wisdom. In ancient Greece, the warrior Achilles was said to have used yarrow to heal his soldiers' wounds, giving the plant its botanical name, Achillea millefolium. Furthermore, in traditional Chinese divination, yarrow stalks are famously used in the I Ching to cast hexagrams, offering insights into the future and guiding decisions. There you have it, the top 10 compelling reasons why yarrow deserves a place in your home and garden. From its potent medicinal properties to its garden-friendly benefits, and even its deep historical roots. This herb is truly a gift from nature.
I do want to just say that do not use that when you are pregnant, and do not use it if you're allergic to like ragweed or daisies, things like that.
Okay.
Sweet.
Note to self.
Yeah.
If I'm.
Yeah, I just got some seeds. I just ordered some seeds while we were watching that.
Hell yeah, man.
Did you seriously? Are you kidding?
$5. I got $5.
Josh don't bluff.
I got like 8,000 seeds going for like $5.
Oh, damn.
I've seen that somewhere in one of my friends' yards.
Yeah, fuck. We used to be everywhere back when we were kids.
Yeah,
It was
I don't have it
everywhere.
anywhere around here, but I'm getting ready to.
Literally, it's right outside my house right now.
Yeah.
And I had no idea. Like, I just thought it was some weed or whatever. I've seen it for years and had no idea.
Yeah, I've seen it, but I don't have it around here.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
You know what you don't see anymore? You don't see those little dog turds that turn white. Do you ever see those anymore?
It's the dog food, man. It's the dog food.
So
Thank God we poop and scoop now.
to those that are wondering what's going on here, we've decided every week to come up with a medicinal herb that we can talk about, going along with our love for the cannabis plant to be a herbal remedy. So that's what's going on. I love to see all the familiar faces in chat, but there's one that I want to give a shout out to, and that's Beeslebub. Good to see you there, my friend. To those of you that don't know, Bees was actually my first co-host. Actually, Bees was probably responsible for putting the show out there. So he gave me the encouragement. We were talking one day, and I said, yeah, well, I'm thinking about it, but I need a co-host. And he said, yeah, me. So, and that was it. and Speed Buds began. So good to see you, Bees.
For sure. And I just want to give a shout out also to a new subscriber, Travis Bowie, in the chat. Thank you for stopping by.
Good to see you. Nice to meet you, Travis.
Nice.
Yeah. So, Dave, tell us what's going on here.
Well, hang on. It's messing up. I don't think it's registering. So let me fix it real quick.
Good to see you, Raptor.
Yeah, it's great to see everybody in the chat. Thanks for hanging out.
There's the word. That's the word. Type that word in. You don't have to have it in caps. It doesn't have to be. It doesn't matter. I just put it in caps so it's bigger.
And Josh, well, first of all, I appreciate your commitment to the community. Every day you do at least a half hour 20 minutes to a half hour over on Instagram, and another 20 minutes to a half hour over on YouTube, and then you do your lives. But you're also doing a Thursday feature with Mo from I Grow Soil. And as a matter of fact, he's coming on the show very soon, coming on our show. Tell us a little bit about that show and when it airs and how it's going over there.
Yeah, we're doing our third show this tomorrow, every Thursday now at 6 o'clock from 6 to 8 Eastern time, Eastern Standard Time. We will be, I'll be in my grow room. Well, right now I only get an hour in my grow. The first hour, basically, I'll be in the grow room walking around. And we'll be looking at, talking at things, but then Mo will be flipping back and forth to the microscope. So like, I'll be walking around looking at the, say, section 1 or whatever, and I can dig down a little bit and you can see like the life crawling around. And then Mo will hit the microscope and we'll kind of deep dive into the soil right there. And you can actually see like what nutrient cycling is what we're basically going for. We're looking for the things that are cycling nutrients back to the plant. So you can see a lot of these things with the microscope, like the nematodes and the ciliates and the flagellates and all these different things that Dr. Ling Ingham, God rest her soul, she passed away earlier this year. And it's kind of like paying homage to her and what she's been teaching. And like, I think we got Matt Powers coming on the show. I think he's going to be our first guest. Hopefully he'll be our first guest. Anyway, he said he's going to come on, but yeah, we're going to just talk about stuff like that.
Yeah, it's
a little deep, a little bit more into like, I mean, it's about cannabis, but it's also more about soil. Like trying to, if you can dial your soil in, you can grow anything. You know, you can grow absolutely anything. The cannabis is just another plant. You know, it's just another plant. It's an accumulator, though. It's a hog, so you need plenty of food. So you need plenty of if you get your soil dialed in to release these nutrients and then feed it properly and water it properly, it'll just continue to grow beautiful plants. And you can dial this in, you know, just with ease. You start making your own compost, topping off your soil after every grow. And it's just that simple. You know, once you dial in your water and your compost, you just get a cycle going and it's just stacking.
And think of all the money you will save on soil.
Oh, you'll never buy another. You really don't have to buy. I mean, I say that when I have property here. Not everybody has property. They can just walk outside and go to to the woods and dig up whatever I need. But, you know, if it's really, depending on what you're growing, if you're in a 4x4 tent, if you're in like 30-gallon pots or 5-gallon, I mean, you don't need much. You can do this in a 30-gallon tote in your house and make it to where it doesn't stink. It won't smell. It smells actually like earth, like soil. It actually smells like you went out to a forest and you picked it up and it's like, oh, that actually smells good. You know what I mean? Like you want to almost roll around in it.
No, so I feel that.
That's the kind of stuff you want to put in your soil. I mean, if it smells like that, like the nose knows. You know, everybody's always said that, you know, the nose, if you can pick up that soil and smell it and it smells good, there's good things going on in there.
For sure. For sure.
All right.
How many people we got in there? 31?
There's 30. For people that just joined us, type in that word you see on the screen and you will be entered to win a pack of platinum assets from Bingus himself.
Yeah.
Go. Well, there you go. There you go.
They are beautiful.
Right on. Right on.
And yeah, a lot of people are saying they're growing it or they have grown it, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
And you go ahead.
Well, I was just going to say, just a reminder to everybody that we do have what we call it the early bird draw. If you happen to be in or around the show when it starts and you say hi in chat, that'll qualify you to win a 32-ounce bottle of Lost Coast Plant Therapy and some really cool merch. Probably to the tune of about $150, and we do that.
Unless you're in Canada, then you'll get everything but the bottle because it can't be shipped.
Yeah, thank you. But still, cool merch and well worth dropping by to be one of our early birds and say hi.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And another way to win a duck is to just go to the GoFundMe page, donate $5. For every $5, you get a duck.
Yep.
Or you can go over to the Let's Be Buds merch site and get you a T-shirt. Every $10 or every T-shirt, $10 for that T-shirt goes to the Last Prisoner Project.
Yeah.
And you also get a free duck. So there's many ways to get a duck.
Here. You can write. Actually, thank you you jogged my memory there, Dave. You can also write a letter to a prisoner, and that'll get you a duck in the race. But also write a letter to a legislator, and that'll get you a duck in the race. But speaking of legislators, we've got coming up in November. We don't know which way it's going to go, but it would be worthwhile getting in touch with your lawmaker and find out how they stand on.
Because we might not be able to give seeds away much longer. So
exactly.
Let's take 10 tonight, shall we? Good luck, everybody. Oops, wrong button. There we go.
Unless you're in Canada. Land of the free.
Oh, shit. I get picked. Oh, look at there.
Oh, congrats. Butters.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get that all on the page, man. That's a long one. We might just put Butters on the fucking page there.
Yeah.
And if Let's Be Buds or Little E-Bug gets put in there, we'll draw again.
Butters grow.
Oh, Western Maine. Congrats.
Our power's still out.
Is it?
Yeah.
There must have been an accident or something.
I do not know. But by the way, shout out to Iceni, Miranda. You were saying that he's not feeling well.
Yeah, so he made a post earlier that he believes he had a heart attack. He is okay. He's going to be going home, I guess, maybe tomorrow, I think. But everybody just keep him in your prayers that he gets a full recovery.
For sure.
Yeah, hell
yeah. I'm trying to remember who our guest lineup is coming up.
It is going to be Sarah, Wild Garden Goddess.
Is that next week?
I believe so. Maybe I'm wrong.
I don't know. Here, I'm not going to pick that. I'm going to drop
Let's check her out.
Yeah, I don't believe that's true. I think there's somebody else in there too.
Okay, July the 1st, we've got Mo from I Grow Soil.
Oh, yes. I
Congrats,
apologize.
Roger. Congrats, buddy. And
Sarah is the following week.
Yeah.
There we go. I knew that was right.
Okay.
That's not who I put in the video, but
My bad. Sorry, guys.
all good.
And Double E, congrats. And July the 15th, Grambo will be joining us.
Yeah, we got Josh Grambo.
Yeah.
Just so anybody knows, this is just for a spot in tonight's race.
Yes.
Good luck, Joel.
Taking
Good
10
luck,
people.
Joel. As a matter of fact, Joel, I put your autoflowers out about 3 days ago. They're 4 to 6 inches high, and they took the hardening off very well. So I'm really quite excited to see what comes of them.
Nice.
Jeremy. He's hot tonight. He's won twice already.
Yeah, I was just gonna say he was our early bird winner.
He didn't win yet, but he's got a spot in the race. Good luck, everybody.
Yeah,
Yeah.
spot in the race.
Oh, it's a good sign, Jeremy. It's a real good sign. Oh shoot.
Where's that spotlight at? Where'd you go? There you are. Thank you.
Oh.
All right.
Okay,
What
so
are we what's our race tonight? Is it
I don't know. Let's see what I got in line up here, man.
cool? Yeah, I like how you
We're gonna do this one. We've never done this one before, I don't believe. It's kind of childish, but oh well, we're fucking all doors.
It's clowns.
Close. All right.
No, that'll be fun. So I'm gonna give a shout out. I'm not gonna say who it is, but I want to give a shout out to somebody who gifted me some mushrooms because I'm super excited to try them.
right on.
Yeah, they are awesome.
You said they're an Enigma and
Yeah, Enigma and green cap thrashers. So I've heard of like thrasher. So this must be like a combination maybe of something else. I don't know. I've never heard of that one. But those ones are like really thick and big.
yeah, Hillbilly Herb just made a comment about the Enigma. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I know. I gotta wait for a day off to try those because whenever I switch to something, I do like have stronger ones as it is, but everybody keeps saying these are really strong.
How do you eat yours? How do you
I capsule them and just swallow them.
capsule?
Yeah.
Last time I did mushrooms, I did the lemon tech. You ever tried the lemon tech?
Yep.
Yeah. Man, I tell you what, that was the way.
yeah.
That was the way for me anyway, man. That shit, I was like, holy shit, that shit sunk me down in the couch.
Yeah. It's really fast and hard.
And
Yeah.
it was quick too, boy. I was like, hey, my stomach didn't hurt. I was like, fuck yeah. I was like, that's
the lemon
every
is
time I've ever
toasted.
eaten mushrooms, my stomach they just kill me. I have a weak stomach.
Mm-hmm.
But the lemon tech, just letting them dissolve in the lemon juice.
Yeah, it does two things. It breaks it down a little bit so it doesn't hurt your stomach, and then it should actually be faster acting because like when you eat them, like for me, sometimes I don't even feel the full effect for like 2 hours because it has to break down in your stomach, right?
Yeah, it's definitely if you don't want the stomach issues, but you got to be kind of patient. You know, I used to use a shot glass, and I would take a lemon and squeeze the lemon almost halfway full, and then take what I was gonna eat, chop it up real fine, drop it in the shot glass, and then just push it down. You know, push it down a little bit, and then let it sit for like 30 minutes. Let it become mush, and then right on down, all of it at once, and just I mean, instead of 30-40 minute wait, you get like a 10-15 minute wait.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I've got to get that recipe for the shroomy gummies off of you, Hillbilly. Sounds interesting.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah.
Honestly, I was buying like the chocolate bars, but yeah, I should be making it myself, or because it is cheaper to do it in the capsule form too. But if I was making it, it would be even better. I think I may go that route one day.
I think I still had, last thing I had was penis envies.
Yeah, those are good.
I think there's still some in there. Somebody's reading my stuff.
Hippie juice, cheers. Oh, he said that he'll have to
is this a question?
Hippie juice.
I mean, they're asking if we're organic. Is that a question?
No, I I don't think everybody is organic. We all have different styles.
I'm
We
organic.
can't get any more organic than Josh's shit.
Yeah, yeah. Josh is organic. I'm
organic.
semi-organic, but not fully.
Guess
I
I don't
would
have
like-
any.
I'm organic outdoors.
Yeah.
I have the worst problem with like growing in small pots with bottles. I don't know what it is. I just never could get it dialed in right. I always see deficiencies. I'm just like, damn it. And then I went to the 4x4 bed, like the big grassroots 4x4 bed.
Yeah.
And that was a whole lot with just good super soil, or like I mixed my own back then. And
Okay.
yeah, I never had an issue. And once I went big, like the 4x4, I never had another issue. Then I started learning about the soil food web, and I was like, okay, now I see how, because that's why I started the show, because me and Mo, we get along so well, and he's teaching me so much. But also, like, if you can, I'm telling you, you know how the soil works, and you just know how Mother Nature works. It's so much easier to grow a plant when you know what you're looking at. You know what I mean?
Sure.
You just have that little bit of knowledge, that just, oh, this is going the wrong way. And then being able to diagnose the problem and fix it is where this weight in gold, man.
For sure.
If you ever did hit the fan, you're worth a lot of money if you can do that in the
That's
garden.
very true. Very
You
true.
know what I mean? You got to think of it that way. Like, if you
Yeah.
can tend the garden, you're worth your weight in gold. Like,
No, you are right about that.
you were in there in the community, dialed in, baby. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Well, that's the way
I like Mo's way of explaining things. He can explain complex situations in a
That's
simple.
why I told him, I was like, dude, talk to me like I'm a 5-year-old, man, because I really,
Yeah.
that's where I'm at. You know what I mean? When it comes to you guys, like what they're doing, you know what I mean? Like when it comes to them, I'm a 5-year-old. Like, I have no idea what they're talking about most of the time. But the more I listen, it just boom, boom, over and over and over again. It starts to click. You start picking up on things, and it's like, oh, this is okay. This makes a whole lot of sense now. It's just a shit loop. It's a poop loop. It's a big, giant shit loop. And the more shit, the diverse shit you get, the more biology you get. The more biology you get, the more they feed the plant diversity, not just kelp meal and all these different things. You can actually put sand and silt and have these things be broken, because all these things contain minerals and contain nutrients. I'm chopping and dropping everything I'm growing.
Right.
All that shit's been just recycled. But it's got to be eaten. You got to chew your food before it gets down into the tube, and then other things take over down in the tube to break it down even further, so that you can absorb it. And it's all about energy. Mo loves to talk about energy. You know what I mean? Creating energy. That's what it's doing with the light. And, knowing how all this works at a simple level, and then go down deep. Because that's where I'm starting with the show. I'm starting in kindergarten.
Right.
We end up, at the advanced stage.
And you're doing that on your channel?
Yeah.
Okay.
What I think is really cool is the two of you feed off each other. You get so excited looking in the microscope, and you'll say, "Hey, what's that?" And Mo will say, "I don't know. Wait a minute. Oh, I think it's this." And then the two of you are back and forth.
Yeah, it's fun. It's a lot of fun to be able to see what it is. You know what I mean? And then have somebody identify what it is. And is that a good thing? Is it a bad thing? I mean, a lot of times, this stuff is so vast. It's like another universe down there. So a lot of times you really don't know what you're looking at. A lot of times you do. You know? Depending on who you are, like a Matt Powers, we get Matt Powers on, everything we see, he'll probably know He's seen it before. It's been logged by colleges, and I mean, it goes deep.
Well,
Really.
did I see recently where they said that they can only really identify about 10% of all the shit.
Yeah, like 1% of like bacteria.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
So
there's
wow.
still
like bacteria, it's like 1%. But as a whole, it's like they don't know. It's all new science. Like they
It's
haven't. You got to think about it. They haven't until they've been able to see it. So the technology to be able to see these things is not that old.
Right.
So the vast amount of things that we've looked at under a microscope is tiny. I mean, how much have we seen of the universe? I mean, that's about how much we've seen of the soil microbiome. You know what I mean? We know how it works. They know pretty much how it works, but they don't know the specifics. You know what I mean?
Right.
what the hell have you got here?
Where are they?
It's the alphabet. It's the
Oh,
alphabet.
that's cool.
There we go.
It's
They're
A,
very excited to
U,
get going.
W, and K and T.
Bingo. Oh, Fiero doesn't know the drill. He's way too early. Way too early.
Remember they
Oh,
changed it up,
yeah.
Rick. They changed it up. Now they all do it.
Listen
come back
to the
before the
music
wall,
too. Oh my god.
Oh, I love the singing too.
Oh, you're really you chickened out there with Butters, Dave.
Oh look, they're getting quick.
Let me say he's eating some oatmeal right now.
They're just excited to be free and
Whoa,
running.
here.
Okay. L coming up.
What the hell?
S.
They're-
Head, shoulders, knees, and
Oh,
toes.
oh,
Knees and toes.
Look, neck
Everybody
and
keeps
neck.
this speeding up a little bit. The music, oh my god.
Everybody's gonna go to bed with this song on their fucking head.
Ah,
Oh, that's funny. All right. Here we go.
W coming up with a win.
Oh, nice.
congrats.
That was great.
So who was W? Who won?
It was EE.
Yeah.
EE.
E2201. If
Yeah.
Rick don't have your contact information, please.
No, I'm sorry. I thought I did, but I do not. If you could, please send it to.
Woohoo!
Yeah. Oh, there. Thank you
for the win, baby.
Thank you, Dave. There it is, right there. Send your contact information to Let's Be Buds Show Live at gmail.com. And we'll put you in touch with Bingus and congratulations.
Yes.
Right on.
What a great show! So good to see Bingus. It's been way too long. Dave, thank you for keeping this train on the tracks. Miranda, we had a great session with Bingus.
We
Thank
did.
you for that. Josh, always appreciate the update and Chad, as always, great to see you all. We love you and look forward to seeing you next week. Who we got coming up next week?
Mo coming up. I don't know Mo.
I
So
grow. Is it
Yeah,
Mo
yeah.
from I Grow?
Yep.
yeah,
My boy Mo. That's
Hell yeah, it ought to be a great show.
co-host.
yeah, it'll be good
Co-host.
It's gonna be a great show.
You
for
love it.
sure. It will be.
Okay. Love you guys.
Awesome.
We'll see you next week.
Thanks, guys.
Night, everybody.
From 8 to 10, it's a party you won't miss. In the live chat, everyone's in bliss. Everyone's in bliss. So mark your calendars, don't sleep on the call. Let's be buds. Buds is back, we're inviting you all. With free seats and smiles, it's the time of your life. Join the family tonight. Happiness without strife. Wednesday nights, let the good vibes ascend. Together we gather. Together we blend.